there is something called law of UX. So going forward, you definitely want to learn law of UX. The only difference between law and theory is that laws are proven. So you can definitely close your eyes and believe on the law while you're trying to do that. So let's go ahead about heuristic. So first one is the heuristic law. There's a beautiful website called lawofux.com. You can go to that website. Everything is explained with all the manners very decently. If someone can definitely put the link in the chat box, it's lawofux.com. Everything is explained in details. So let me explain few of it. When you talk about heuristic, there's something called aesthetic, usability, effect, Fitts law, Hicks law, Jacobi's law. There are so many jargons that you don't understand right now. There's principles also, there Guessot's law. There are so many principles, but let me explain you one example. How will you make the most of it? For example, aesthetic usability effect. You don't know what does it mean, so let me explain you. Aesthetic usability effect talks about there are two products. Product number one, which is aesthetically very appealing, it's very good looking, it is very nice, it's follow all the trends, but it is less functional, which means that is not efficient in terms of performance, or it does not do the task of the user efficiently. There is a product B which does not look nice, it's not aesthetically appealing, but works perfectly fine. The functionality is very on point. So this law says that, as per the research, user will at any point choose a product which is aesthetically more appealing rather than more functional. Why? Because of the looks and the appearance at first. You say that first impression is the last impression. So that is what it comes over here. So aesthetic usability effect talks about any time at any given point, user will choose a product that is more aesthetically appealing. So that is why we can't just focus on the UX part also. We need to focus on the UI also. So the user interface has to follow all the trends and everything that is going around the internet right now. Going forward, there's the most important and the most famous law called Jacob's law. So Jacob's law, what does it say? That, if you're designing a product, you need to understand that if you're making a Tinder a like app, if you're making a application that is like an OTT platform, or you're making a car booking platform, all the users that you want to use your app are already using some other application because you're just building it. So you need to understand that people are already spending good amount of time on someone else's product than yours. So while you're designing the product, make sure that you follow everything that is done over there, so that once user comes, they find some relevance between this app and the existing market leaders, because a lot of people are using the market leaders. So they don't have an extra learning curve. They don't come to your product and then think, hey, how do I go from here to there? How do I click it? What is this? You don't have to make it complicated. That's what Jacob's law say. Don't reinvent the wheel in terms of UI. So you need to follow the same principle. That way you would see all the taxi booking app would have a map where to and from. You say Ola, you say Uber, you say Lyft. If you have a OTT platform, all the product would have an heading, all the content, heading, all the content. All the OTT platform looks like, be it Netflix, be it Amazon Prime, everything looks like this. That is because of the Jacob's law. So going forward, do visit law of UX and go ahead and read everything that you want to go ahead.